Hi and welcome to Dave on Android. I'm going to be routing the Nexus 1 from Google today. Nexus 1 is a device sold by Google, produced by HTC, like most of the previous Android devices with some exceptions. The interesting thing about the Nexus 1 is that the bootloader can be easily unlocked. Previously, you could only unlock the bootloader through various hacks. With the Nexus 1, what's actually happened is Google have gone to HTC and said we want to allow the developer community to unlock their device and flash custom firmwares onto it. HTC said fair enough, we're concerned this will break our devices and we'll get higher returns which will cost us money, so if you want to let people do it, they have to accept that their warranty disappears. So that's what happens. Essentially you can root your device without using any exploits. You unlock the bootloader and flash a rooting ROM. But you do have to agree to void your entire warranty. Now I've tried to get in touch with HTC about whether this will apply to pre-existing hardware faults, manufacturing faults, and they haven't replied yet, but I'm still hopeful. So yes, this will shag your warranty. Make sure you don't have any manufacturing defects before you do this. If you don't need it, don't do it. Monaco have released something called they call Superboot, which is the fastboot binaries which we'll use to actually unlock the device, and a ROM that will install the superuser APK and the SU binary, which will allow you and your applications to get root access. What we're going to do today is just install that Superboot ROM after unlocking the device with fastboot. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so we're about to unlock the Nexus 1. The first step to get this going is to boot into bootloader mode. That's fairly simple to do. Just power it up, unlock the device, and then you want to turn the device off. Can't see, but that's the lower power off option. And then hold the trackball and the power on switch at the same time. And what this shows is, unfortunately, the camera's not being protected. There we go, that's better. So you can see the options there. Android on skateboards. It's now in fast boot mode. So what we can do is to plug in the USB connection, which I'm doing now. Fast boot on the device bootloader changes to fast boot USB, showing it's got a connection. If you want, what you can do is fast boot, I'm using the Mac version, devices. Now we can see the serial number, so we know it's there. Okay, so to start the unlock off, fast boot Mac OEM unlock. So the display on the Nexus 1 has now changed. I'll switch back to the camera to show you. So you can see here that it's asking me if I want to unlock the bootloader, warning that the warranty will be reset, and ask me what I want to do. I'm going to press yes to unlock the bootloader. Yeah, you can't use the keypad, the touchpad. The instructions down the bottom here say that, I just can't read. So if you press volume up, just the buttons there, so volume up, and then press power on the top, and my warranty has been successfully voided. And now when this boots, you see the unlocked icon there. Okay, switch back to the Streamcast. Okay, don't be concerned about the errors. That just means that the device didn't respond because it force rebooted. What you can see is erasing user data as part of the wipe. So the device has actually now rebooted itself. I can see it's been completely wiped. I'm back to the touch the Android to begin. So the next step is the install Superboot and then your operating system scripts. So we're going to be using the Mac one. Let's just take a quick look at it. So all we're doing here is making sure fast boot is working, and then flashing it and booting it, it does the rest. So what we need to do is exactly the same thing as before. I'm not going to go back to the camera, you've seen it once, it's a pain in the arse. Power the device down. As normal, don't bother going through the touch here to begin, don't worry about that. Just close it straight down and boot it again by holding down the trackball key and the power button. Get back into fast boot mode. Okay, so I'm back into fast boot. I can see unlocked right at the top in pink, and it's saying fast boot USB. If I check the devices, I can see it. So now I can run install Superboot Mac. Okay, that's now done. All that's done is written it. So now I just need to reboot. I'll pop back to the camera for this. So in the bootloader you can see the unlocked at the top in pink, fastboot USB indicating it's still connected. And what we're going to do here is we're going to just reboot. Again with the up and down key mapped to the plus and minus volume key, and power button to select reboot. And the device is booting itself. Again, you can see the unlocks logo there. That won't go away. There may be a method to relock the device later, but nothing's been discovered yet. So we'll just wait for that to boot. So back to the touch the Android to begin page. In fact, I'm not going to set this up properly. I'm just going to skip all the setup stages just to show that the super user. So skipped out of that, pop up to the menu, scroll down, and you can see super user permissions there. Obviously you can install a terminal emulator or anything that requires root. The super user permission app will ask you, make sure you know what you're giving root access to. So that's it. The device is now rooted, you've got no warranty, you're on your own, but you've got all the excitement of root capable apps, most excitingly wired tether and wireless tether, and N1 torch, which is a fine tool to blind people with. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep an eye on http://android.dave.io for any updates, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.